Whew. Back day is finished. It's about 3 o'clock right now. We just finished up back at the Mecca. I don't know about you guys, but I'm hungry. So, like I said, ordinarily, I like to get everything from food. And typically, I'd be going straight home from here to get a real meal. But with Thanksgiving coming up this week, I cannot look like a total bag of shit, which means I need a haircut. And my barber's gonna get mad at me because I haven't been there in about 3 weeks. Last time I was there, I did the same thing, except maybe I put it off for a month. It was a little bit longer than it should have been. And the first thing he says to me, he goes, "John, you look like shit. What happened?" I've been going to this guy for 10 years, so it's, it's fine. But I tell him, I say, "Rob, listen, I don't know what to tell you, buddy. It's not my fault he doesn't make house calls." So, I'm gonna get this meal down, just slam a shake, and that'll hold me over for maybe an hour and a half until I can get home and actually get some real food in me. Ugh. Back days, I like to eat big. It's right up there with leg days. So, your back is just an enormous muscle group. And if you think about it, when you're feeding muscle groups that are that big, right? Your back is this fucking wide. Your legs, this dense, right? That thick. They need way more food to grow than something like your chest or even your arms. Now, we all want arms the size of our legs, but if your arms are the size of your legs, man, you need bigger legs. I don't care how big your arms are. If that's the ratio you've got going for you, something's got to be fixed. And it is crazy how dark it gets so early nowadays. I'm just sitting here driving, and I'm wondering, the sun's setting. I thought to myself, I'm like, oh my God, did I forget to feed my dog? Because it looks like it's 5 o'clock right now, when really it's, 3, it's whatever. So what about you guys? Did you have a good chest day today? Did you have a good back day? It's Monday, so it's International Chest Day. And I'm sure a lot of you out there slammed it today. Just freaking killed it. And man, I love that. I love that shit. What I've always done, at least from the beginning of me taking away a little bit of bro science from my program and adding a little, call it a little more in-depth thought process to it, is I've always done back day on Monday and chest day on Tuesday. Because, once you think of it from this side, everybody's doing chest on Monday, so all the machines are taken up. What's open? The back machines. The back machines are open, ready to go. And just a little bit. I'm all for working in with people. If somebody wants to hop in a set with me, hell yeah, come on, let's do this together. Let's kill this shit together, man. But it's nice when you're in the middle of training and nobody's asking, Nobody's saying, "Hey, do you mind working in? How many sets do you have left?" Blah, blah, blah. And like I said, whenever somebody does that with me, the trainer in me, the old trainer in me kicks in. I'm like, hell yeah, let's do it. Let's get after it. And let's just say not everybody wants to be pushed that hard. So sometimes I need to realize what the situation is and take a step back. Because I find myself getting into old John coach mode and pushing these people to total failure when that's not why they're there. They're there to have a good time. They're there for their, therapy, whatever it is. or they haven't yet learned what, I guess, true intensity means for their body. Now, that's a lesson that we're all always just building upon, you know, man? And we all think we train hard. And from our last day of ever training, we'll never know what, or at least the vast majority of us, will never know what true 100% intensity is for the human body. I was really fortunate to be able to say that I do know what 100% intensity for the human body means, at least for me. And everybody will think, oh yeah, I train hard, I do this, but I was fortunate enough to, back in 2019, spend a week one-on-one with Dorian Yates in Spain, out where he lives. The man who really perfected intense, all-out training. I got to train with him for a week straight, every muscle group. Arms, chest, back, legs, shoulders, and everything in between. One thing I learned is I've always trained hard. I love training hard. I love pushing it. What I thought my 100% intensity was about right here, right? While I was training with him, I learned level after level after level after level. It's like, take Dragon Ball Z for instance. I'm Goku, and I was teetering on Super Saiyan 2. You know, Kaioken was said a long time ago, Super Saiyan was said a long time ago, and I've been in that transitionary period of Super Saiyan Kaioken and Super Saiyan 2. Now all of a sudden, when I was with Dorian, that was basically my tournament of power, where you saw all the Saiyans leveling up time after time after time again. And I blew through Super Saiyan 3. We're not talking GT, so we're not talking about Super Saiyan 4. But that Super Saiyan God, that Super Saiyan Blue, that's where I found my 100% intensity to be. And it's a wild thing. So the way I ensure that I maintain that intensity is my workout books, by writing everything down. I have a pile, and I mean a pile, of books at home, because I'm about 27 right now. Yeah, 27. And I have every single workout written down since I was 16 years old. I got in the gym at 13. At 16, I realized I wanted to be a little more aware of exactly what I was doing in the gym. So I started just simply writing my workouts down. Now, with that being said, I have literally a stack of books at my house where I know that every single page, every single book was days, weeks, months, years of blood, sweat, and tears of knowing that whatever numbers are written down was 100% for that day. So even if I come to the gym and I'm not feeling great, I know that my body is capable of last week's numbers, even if I may not be feeling 100%. So the beauty of that is it ensures that whenever I come to the gym, I have the sun in my eyes. Whenever I come to the gym, I can tap into that 100% intensity because I know that's what I'm capable of, and the numbers, the data's right there. Now what's exciting is once I get back from Dorian, I saw all my numbers for about 2 weeks just drastically go up. So from there, I'm able to see basically every single workout improve in one way or another. Whether it's a little more weight, a little more time under tension, another rep, maybe increasing the weight in the proprioception set, the middle set, that warm-up set, whatever it happens to be. there's some type of improvement every single time I go to the gym. And the day I stop improving is the day I need to really look at my diet, look at my sleep, look at everything else, and go, what's wrong here that's hindering me from improving? Because I know the work's getting put in. I know how I feel, I know how sore I am, and so on and so forth. But I'd look at my protocol for my supplements, my food, my sleep, my everything else, and really analyze it. Typically when you're bulking, that just means you got to add more food and make sure your sleep schedule's on point, because I know we all find ourselves slacking off a little bit when it comes to sleep. You know, those late nights just come in. But the more you can tighten those things up, stupid sun, the more you unlock your ultra instinct. Bringing it back to some Dragon Ball there. I know it's a bunch of bros watching these videos, so I know the Dragon Ball is going to hit home. Where even when this channel grows more than the less than 100 people that are here right now, and I appreciate every single one of you, but even when this channel grows, I still know that it's going to be a bunch of us bros just hanging out, and that it's not going to be a bunch of chicks watching it. Nor would you expect it to be. That's why we're having a good time. So, this shake right now, for me, and you're going to probably hear this a lot, is my fourth meal, because I damn near always train with 3 meals in me. So my quote-unquote fasted food, where if you saw that video, what I do, wake up before I'm supposed to wake up, eat breakfast, go back to sleep for an hour and a half, an hour, whatever. And then meal 2 is real breakfast. I've had 14 egg whites so far for meal 1, 2 bananas, a cup of pineapple juice. Meal 2, 2 cups of white rice, another 14 egg whites. Those I drank because I was in a rush. Ow. Don't do that. And then third meal, which is my pre-workout meal, was 8 ounces of turkey, another 2 cups of white rice, some honey mustard on there, some Pop-Tarts, the hot fudge sundae ones that stay in the freezer. Those are good. Those are good. Took that down, drove to the gym. About 10 minutes out of the gym, I take my pre-workout. Sorry I'm speeding this along. I'm almost at where I gotta go. Pre-workout is 1 pumping agent, 1 mild stim, because I'm not looking to crack myself out. When you crack yourself out, even though you feel like you had a great workout, you actually, in terms of a scientific standpoint, you actually didn't. Because your blood cells are completely fried. And like I said, I don't take my pre-workout with water. I take it with Pedialyte, so that my electrolytes are always nice and fresh for the entire time I'm there. And on that note, my friends, I appreciate you guys watching the video. I'll see you soon. And where's that light coming from? Take care. Have a good day. Whew. All right. So before you like this video, I want you to comment if you like my haircut or not. Yeah, because that's where the last one ended off. Did you comment yet? If you commented and said you liked it, you're a dirty liar. Because my barber is off on Mondays and Wednesdays. And for some reason, I thought he was off, he's off Mondays or Wednesdays. And for some reason, instead of deciding to check, I was pretty sure it was Wednesday. So I drove here. And it was Monday. Now, fortunately, it's not it's not too far away from where I live. So it's time to drive home. You know, I've been going to the same barber. I'm loyal with my type of people, where if I recommend something, I put my name behind something. I'm pretty consistent with it. I've gone to my same barber for over 10 years, the same shop for probably over 15. But so for me to move a little bit further away, to drive an extra 10 minutes to continue to support my people, you know that's happening. Because if you don't support your own people, then who do you got, man? Who do you got? It's like a funny sign. I'm at a stoplight right now next to a beach bum tanning, and I'm looking pretty pale. I might have to go in there one of these days. Oh, never mind. It's green. We're good. We don't have to go in. Because if it was a sign, they say that signs for anything in life, all right, they last at least 2 minutes. And I damn well know that wasn't 2 minutes. So we're good. We can stay pale. Can you imagine if things worked like that? Like if there was actually signs for every little thing you had to do in life, you'd be like playing it on easy mode. You know? It's like playing The Sims with, excuse me, all the cheat codes and the unlimited money. Man. I appreciate you guys coming along for the drive. It's a good time, you know? Except when people can't drive and they slam on the brakes. It's even more fun. I'll tell you when the most fun to drive is when it's a really bad snowstorm and they tell you not to go on the road. Because then it's like the wastelands out here. You know? Not that no laws apply. Of course not, that's ridiculous. But it's kind of like the Wild West, where there's nobody really on the road. You gotta drive careful. If you see somebody driving like a jerk off, you just kind of let them go. And then, where I'm getting this from is this, not a story, but something that happened to me a long time ago, where it was a really bad snowstorm out here. And I was driving an old Jeep at the time, like a 2000 Wrangler. And that thing had almost 200,000 miles on it. And I didn't have a lot of money at the time. So my tires were totally bald. And I was just like, I gotta go. I gotta do what I gotta do. So when I got into the parkway, my car skid. Fortunately, there wasn't a lot of people coming, obviously, because it was a really bad snowstorm. I saw maybe a couple things of headlights in the distance. I'm getting onto the parkway. I completely spin out and do a 180. So now instead of going this way, my car is looking that way. And I just see headlights coming on my way. It was maybe noon. So it was still daytime. The people back there, I'm sure, saw. And I'm sure slowed down. So I'm like, oh, that's not good. And I was still pretty much a kid back then. So I did a 3-point turn in the middle of the highway, kept going, everything was okay. I followed that by seeing some guy in a little red car. Now, you can tell it's one of those cars where he drives more aggressive than he has to everywhere he goes. Whether he's late for work or he's picking up his grandma. Swerving in and out, speeding like crazy. Not that we all go the speed limit, but speeding like crazy everywhere, no matter what. Only to end up at the same stoplight you do. So I remember him flying past me on the parkway. And I'm thinking to myself, I'm like, why is this guy even in the snow with this car? Because he's gonna get stuck. Sure enough, about 3 exits up, I see his car on the side of the road. Totally spun out. And I'm like, dude, what the hell, man? But of course, I always try to be a good guy. And I had some rope with me from the Jeep. So I towed him out. And he was grateful, whatever. He then sped off again. And I swear to God, another 5 exits up, he was stuck. He was stuck, spun out again. That time, John just went to the gym. You know, it's like, fool me once, shame on you. Fool me twice, shame on me. This guy was going to keep getting stuck, going wherever he was going to go at 80 miles an hour on a snowy day with small tires. You know, do what you want, but you can't fix stupid. It's amazing the things you see on the road. It's fucking amazing. You gotta excuse my cough, by the way. I'm a little dry today. A little dry. Also from that shake. I'll do about one of these a day. 1.5 maybe. Whew. So we got this new tripod for the car. And what's nice is, I'm hoping, this is the first video I'm recording with it, but it is crazy stable. Like, if I stop, it looks good. There were a couple other videos that I shot with this octopus looking tripod where it had quite literally little suction cups. Like, I think it was designed after an octopus. And the phone kept going like this, up and down and up and down. Every time I would hit a stop or a little bump or anything. But this tripod is just solid. And I'll find out in post, but whenever I take a look at you handsome little devils on that screen, I don't see any shaking, at least for the most part. Which is way better. Way better. We are slowly but surely posting content, videos for you 7 days a week, so you can just fucking live the life with me, man. Just enjoy it, enjoy the journey, and trying to upgrade it as much as possible. You know? Whew. And I think that's it for now. Alright. I'll see you guys later. I hope you had an awesome workout today. Whatever you trained. If you didn't train yet, I hope you're motivated. Motivated to get out there and absolutely kill it. And on that note, guys, take it easy.